Hi, welcome to the Tryforce podcast, where we talk about video games, we talk about movies, anime now, apparently.
Yeah, we're fucking multimedia at this point.
That alone is going to get us copyright.
Watch the show. No.
It's the Tryforce.
Oh, Z. Before we get started, I just want to, first of all, hi. It's been a minute. I know we've been out for a little while. But
both personally and professionally, it's been
yes, for real. Oh my goodness. But I feel like I just want to come back in strong with a fun little anecdotal story of what happened to me over this break.
Please.
So I was you remember the cold hot dog story that we did for Dragon Ball Z? I actually remember the episode.
How could I forget?
Dragon Ball Z Season 8, Episode 3, if you want. But it was one of my... I laugh at that story all the time because I think about it a lot. I'm just like, I can't believe I fucking did that. But I have a similar story to share with you this evening, unfortunately, and it wasn't even of my own volition. So I had DoorDash has started doing this thing where like you can include condiments and utensils and stuff if you want.
Oh, sure.
Like they have like a slider where you can turn it on and turn it off. Unfortunately, it's always auto set to off, and I forget to flip it every fucking time. So I'm at work and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna order my food like I always do every goddamn day. And then I just realized I went to look at the order. I'm like, oh, did I order condiments? No, the fuck I did not. So I'm sitting here like, how am I going to eat hot oatmeal with nothing? How am I going to do that? I can't drink it like I would a soup, you know? Like, I can't just do that. So I'm like, okay. I'm like figuring out how it's going to work. So the food gets there, and I'm like, all right, I'll just eat everything else first, I guess. So I ate everything else first. It was nice. Didn't have utensils for my omelet, so here I am ham-fisting it into my fucking mouth because I'm a literal caveman activity. But, like, I get to the oatmeal. No. Yeah, it was not good.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. So I'm like, all right, at least everything else I can kind of eat with my hands. So I get to the oatmeal, which I will not be shoveling into my face with my sweaty meat hooks. So I'm like,
that's a second degree burn waiting to happen.
Absolutely. So I'm sitting there. How am I going to go about this? So I look desperately around for all the utensils, and I'm like, there's got to be something in these fucking drawers because there's drawers everywhere, and we have like a whole condiment thing. And it's just like, there's got to be utensils. There has to be like a spoon or at least a fork in there.
Right.
And we have a
knife that you can just sort of guide the oatmeal into your mouth.
Of course. We have a cafe built into the building too, but I feel terrible going to ask the little old lady who runs the cafe, hey, could I have a spoon and fork for not the food that I ordered here? Like, you know what I mean? So I don't want to be a dick. So I go into the condiment thing, and all there is are knives.
Nice.
So I'm like, wow. I rolled the 1 out of 3 that I don't need. So here I am, attempting to shovel oatmeal into my face with a plastic knife that doesn't even have the structural integrity to hold more than like 4 or 5 oats at a time.
Yeah. That's like not. There's not a lot of real estate there.
So I'm just like, I wish I could pull the camera footage from my job because it looked like a scene from an Owen Wilson movie where I'm just like I'm just shoveling it into my face. Like every time a person comes around, I'm like putting it down so they don't think I'm a fucking lunatic. And I'm just like, this is
eating with a knife,
eating oatmeal with a knife, and I have to just be like, "Good morning, everybody." Like, I just, I am safety and security. There is nothing secure about what I was doing. So I just
you would look like an alien.
Yeah,
you would literally look like an alien.
I looked like somebody I looked like an extraterrestrial who found a pamphlet on what it means to be human and kind of just skimmed it. You know what I mean? Oh my god. And I just like was looking on the camera at myself. I'm like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever witnessed in my whole life. And I just want to like file a collective grievance to DoorDash to just put that shit on, please. Oh,
yeah, I mean,
God.
you gotta think plastic waste. I'm not sure. I mean,
I understand
like maybe,
that. I do get that.
Yeah, but I also get kind of rushing through your order and just sort of like expecting utensils, because I know that occasionally you order a lot of food.
I do.
And then you get like a family's worth of utensils.
I do get the family's worth of utensils.
So I feel like this is the opposite problem. This is the opposite problem. Like, whereas you're like, I don't need all of these, and you don't want to keep them because then they just pile up. It's weird.
Yeah.
So,
well, they pile up in the drawer for other guards to use. Apparently, fucking not, because they just keep taking them, and I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, that's my unhinged rant. It's not the cold hot dog story, but it made me laugh.
Yeah, no. I like to think that there is some comedic value in imagining you eating oatmeal with a knife.
Yeah, it was interesting.
Which is about the amount of narrative cohesion that Dragon Ball GT has had so far. It kind of felt like you had that this plot was very hot oatmeal, and you had to eat it with a knife.
Yeah,
like, it's been
absolutely.
Weird so
it was weird. It's definitely a weird show, to be sure. But this era saga of Dragon Ball GT is very fun and just. Oh god, I forgot how fun it was.
Absolutely. I think that this is where the honey bunches or the cinnamon clusters of the oatmeal are hitting for GT.
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention one more thing. They just threw a whole ass cinnamon stick in my oatmeal. I forgot about that. Like
Gross.
a whole ass they took it out of the thing and I bit into it. And it tasted like I was eating tree bark. I was like, oh, God. I never saw that before. That's another part of the story I totally forgot. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you thought it was part of the knife.
Oh, yeah.
Awful. Yeah, well, this saga was in 1996 to 1997, which is when we were considerably younger individuals.
I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
And it's almost akin to being like a baby, right?
Oh, shit. Oh, I love that.
We'll see a little bit later.
Oh, I love that.
But yeah, I'll have to echo Colton's sentiment that this is the part of GT where it gets really good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
In fact.
I really, really love this. And also, I'd like to retract an earlier statement in the GT series.
Boy.
That Giru is definitely not the Jar Jar Binks of this series. I totally forgot about this turnaround for him, and he was annoying up until then. Like, now, Giru is a sneaky little bitch, and I love him so much. Like, I love him as a character. He very much grew on me as I rewatched this. And I retract my earlier insults to Giru, and I love her.
Has been playing them this whole time.
Oh yeah.
I actually have another retraction that I have to put out there in the universe.
Oh my god.
I can't quite remember what we were talking about. It was a Yumi and Jiggy episode, so it might have been JoJo. Yoko and Yugo Kano, not related at all. That was a false post that I saw.
Oh no.
So, need to come clean on that. That is not true. I was misled by false information, and I didn't do my research. So
that's all good. Here at the Tryforce,
I'd like to retract my statement.
Here at the Tryforce, we pride ourselves on correct information and dumb oatmeal stories.
Dumb oatmeal stories. Would you like to dive into the dumb oatmeal story that is Dragon Ball GT?
Oh yeah, just get it all up, just like swimming around in it. Ugh.
We have got episode 17 of the series, which premiered with its OAD of June 26, 1996, with its English air date in November 14th, 2003.
I think this episode actually predates the N64. I'm going to look at this.
Oh my god.
I know. Isn't that awful?
Crazy, man.
Let's see. N64 release date, June 23rd, 1996. So this
3 days.
3 days beforehand?
3 days after.
Oh, 3 days after. Oh my god.
3 days after. So not on time. Didn't beat it, but it was close.
Oh my god.
You escaped this one. Episode titles. In the English dub, Pan's Gambit, directed by Guillermo del Toro, one of my favorite movies.
So stupid. I was like, I'm sitting here thinking, holy shit, did Guillermo del Toro actually work on Dragon Ball GT?
Oh my god, wow.
Oh, God.
And in the alternate dub, Leave It to Pan, the Son Goku Rescue Plan.
Oh, I kind of love that. Oh, I really love that.
We love a rhyme around here.
That's fun.
Yeah. I mean, you could probably go the Son Goku Rescue Plan, but no, I had to give it the rhyme.
No, it was beautiful.
The robots. So the last time we left off, there was a group of robots, including Giru, that is they definitely pulled a big old betrayal. With Giru stealing the Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Giru was on that Sigma Force grind set, you know what I mean? He was just like...
God, I can't believe I did this joke again. You're exhausting. The robots analyze the captured Trunks and Goku and find that they have each extraordinary power, particularly Goku.
Oh,
who is a 45-year-old god in a small body.
That is not an exaggeration whatsoever.
Pan sneaks into their hideout and finds some robot parts.
I would bet.
I love this so much. She disguises herself as a robot to further infiltrate the compound.
It's so
I see her like
stupid.
wearing a trash can with like
She literally...
welder's goggles.
She fucking hollows out one of the robots and wears it. Like, it's insane. And she's just, like, walking with them, and then they all start phasing through walls, and she's like, how the fuck am I gonna do that? So she just starts doing fucking Pilates to distract them in the robot costume.
Amazing.
And they're like, go through the wall. She's like, why don't we take the scenic route? And they're all like, defective. I was like, holy shit.
Unsurprisingly, her identity is uncovered, and she is forced to fight one of the members of the Sigma Force.
Definitely the goal,
real
though.
robots are revealed to have the power to walk through walls, and the Sigma Force robot uses that to his advantage.
Definitely the Goldo of the Sigma Force.
Love that. Just zipping around.
Oh, yeah. I never heard a robot shit talk. You know, like it's so weird. Like I never expected that. Which I kind of love. I really kind of love.
I'm just picturing the snappy response robot from Futurama.
Oh, I love the one with the cartridges. Oh no,
yeah, literally, your mother.
Yeah.
Like
what?
Literally the best. Giru has uploaded fighting data on Goku, Trunks, and Pan into the other robot, which gives them even further an upper hand. Angry at Giru's betrayal, Pan explodes with a furious rage and destroys her opponent. Meanwhile, Goku wakes up and breaks out of his containment chamber. Pan then breaks in and is knocked out. In and out.
Yeah, pretty much immediately.
It's like Pan waking up later to Goku was like, what happened? You ran in too fast and slipped on an ice cube. Like,
Weenie on Juniors.
literally. We've got episode 18, Unexpected Power. Bless you.
Oh, sorry.
In the my roommate sneezed.
Oh, I did too.
You did too?
Yeah.
No shit. That's wild.
Wow. I was like, I muted the mic. I'm like, how the fuck did he hear that?
Yo, that must have really fucked you up.
I stood back for a second. Like, I just reflexively said, bless you. And I'm like, wait a fucking minute. Oh my
Crazy
God.
timing. Crazy timing.
I
You
gotta
never know
check
when
that
you're
out.
sneezing at the same time as someone else in the world.
Yeah, think about that. You're probably doing that all the time, and you just don't know.
Crazy. Yeah. Okay. Episode 18, Unexpected Power. which is the humankind ability to sneeze at the same time. That's the unexpected power of the human race.
Yeah,
Racial
really?
trait.
Holy shit.
Unexpected power in the English dub, and in the alternate dub, gotta admit, really like this one because there's a bit of vernacular at the beginning of
Ooh.
Instead of using the your, the possessive your to start this off, they decided to go with kind of like a colloquial. So I'm gonna give it a little bit of an accent to reflect that. In the alternate dub, your data's flawed. Son Goku's true determination.
I love how just sometimes they get Joe Pesci to do these. Like, it just makes me so happy.
Your data's flawed, partner. Yeah, Trunks comes too, man. He comes too. He awakens and brings Pan back into the spaceship. There, they find that Giru has stolen the Dragon Balls. Meanwhile, Goku takes on the 3 remaining Sigma Force members. When he proves to be too strong for them, they combine into the Sigma Force cannon.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they do. And, like, Goku is
so
just
tired.
being...
Like,
I know. I know you are. He's just being such a shit about it, too. He's doing the Goku thing where he's like, wow, you guys are strong. Like, Goku, just do it. Just get rid of them. You got a thing to do. You got so little time. You have so little time to find these Dragon Balls, and you have to figure out a way to get Giru back on your side because he's the Dragon Radar. So, like, Goku.
please.
I'm like, oh my god.
Please, sir.
So he's just fucking with these robots, and they're like trying to pick him apart, and he's obviously, Goku, so he's making up new shit on the fly all the time, and they're like, how the fuck are you doing that? We know all your data. And he's like, I'm Goku. So
yeah, if that ain't the series.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Although I will say they do have some pretty cool moves. The Sigma Force I really like a lot. I like the way they fight. They're robots, so they're very focused. They're very cooperative, and I think that's such a scary thing for fighting against a group of people that just know what their partners are going to do and act accordingly. That is so fucking scary, and Goku just does it. He just does it. And I think that's so cool. He pretty much holds his own entirely in his base form. And then once they combine, I think he lets a little bit of Super Saiyan loose. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think he saves that for later. So he's able to pretty much hold them off in his base form as a child, which is fucking crazy when you think about the scope of how powerful Goku actually is.
Right, but when they kind of like Tryforce in a way into the Sigma Force cannon, in this state, both their power and speed increase dramatically.
Yeah,
and Goku has some trouble with them.
Yeah, he does.
But in the end, he doesn't even need to transform into a Super Saiyan to beat them. It is made clear.
You know what? I really wish I would have let you finish that there, so I didn't look like a fucking idiot.
You keep doing it, and so it's okay.
I will never learn. I promise I'll never learn. But yeah, I was thinking of a different. I was thinking of a different fight. Don't worry about me.
General Rildo, who has been watching on a video screen, gets very, very angry. He decides to take them out himself and takes off toward their spaceship, which leads to episode 19, which I'm not gonna front. Is actually pretty funny. I mean, the alternate dub title is weird, but I almost want to read it first because it's kind of like it's not hitting. But the alternate, the English dub is hilarious.
All right, let's do it.
In the alternate dub, weird to do that one first. The strongest mutant Rildo takes to the field.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward. I like that.
And in the English dub,
oh no,
a general uprising. I think that's so good. I really like that.
That's fun. I love this.
Cool as fuck. Yeah. Goku arrives at the ship just before General Rildo. Don't really do a whole lot of descriptive heavy lifting here, Colton. the general shoots a weird energy beam at Ben.
You know what? Can I just... I'll give you a little description as to what it was. Earlier in this podcast, I was on a train of thought, and then a burp escaped from my mouth unintentionally. It felt like that. It felt like watching him do that. Like, he was at the end of a sentence, and then it just kind of... like, at him. It came out of his mouth, and it turned, like... Do you remember the episode of SpongeBob where he goes to the future and he's like, everything is chrome in the future? It's literally that in energy form.
It's a chrome beam.
It's a chrome beam. And Goku's like, oh no, one misstep and I'd be gone. Like, he's doing the dumb Goku shit. And, like, then he just doesn't use it anymore.
Right.
And I'm like, you got the chrome beam. Just use the fucking chrome beam if you want to beat him. Oh my god. General Rildo. General Rildo.
So you should say weird energy beam at Pan. A chrome energy beam, but Trunks pushes her out of the way and is hit by it. It freezes him in a metal block. In parenthesis. Kind of like turning to stone.
Dude. No. I need to see this article.
I'll Snapchat you.
Please.
I'll Snapchat you.
Oh my god. Oh, sweet god. No way. I need to see this before we proceed. I can't.
Colton. There we go.
Cannot endorse this. Let's see.
It happened right there at the top.
Kind of like turning to stone.
And he is instantly transmitted to the nearby tower where he will be sent to Dr. Mew's lab for dissection.
Yeah, they kind of did like the Han Solo carbonite thing. Like they, they literally did the Han Solo carbonite thing. Because he's frozen in the same fucking position.
Love it. Classic frozen position.
Oh yeah.
Good stuff. Classic trying to resist what's happening to your position.
Exactly.
Yeah. Pan rushes off to save him, but she arrives too late. Meanwhile, Goku and General Rildo have been fighting. It seems like they were, like, having, like, an argument, like a disagreement. Like, not, like, fighting with fists for some reason.
I mean, they may as fucking well have been. They're both hiding their true powers.
Goku is swarmed by robots to appear out of nowhere, and he is forced to transform into a Super Saiyan.
Oh, yeah. I love... You know what? As much as Goku pisses me off, like, there is one thing that he does that I kind of really love, where he's just like, you know, I know you've also been holding back, so why don't we cut the shit and just get to the real fight? And I'm just like, okay, I kind of like that.
Why don't we fight by men?
It's so much fun. I really like when he does that. You know what? Yeah, it pisses me off, and he's just like, oh yeah, I can tell you've been hiding your power too. And then Rildo's like, huh. I never really was good at playing weak. And I'm like, oh, it's such a cool line. Oh my god, I love the lines. The dialogue in GT at this point is fucking great.
It is. It is really good. All right, where are we? General Rildo follows suit by powering up himself. Nearby chunks of machinery fly towards him while he's powering up. And he merges with them to become Meta Rildo.
Oh, yeah, he does. And he kind of looks like, oh my god, what did he look like? I totally forgot what I was going to say he looked like. He kind of almost looks like a Megazord, which I think is kind of cool.
Hell yeah.
He's got like I know what he looks like! He looks like the fucking Gurren Lagann mecha.
Nice.
Right. And I kind of love that. He's got the drill for a hand. He's got like the whole Power Rangers Megazord thing going on. And it's just, it's so cool.
I think that's really cool. I have to say, maybe I'll do my little Google search.
And he does the cool thing, like, Dragon Ball Z villains exclusively do. You remember when Cooler, the Cooler movie, when he had that built-in fucking mask?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he does that thing, and he's like, now we get serious. And then the mask pops up, and then he goes to attack. I'm like, oh my god, it's so cool. I love that. Still got the weird tights on, but other than that, he looks so cool.
Yeah, got it. Like the mask is really, really tight.
Yeah. Oh God, it's so cool.
Leading us into episode 20. In the English dub, the source of Rildo's power. Otherwise, in the alternate dub, taken by surprise, Son Goku's been attacked by a metal storm.
What?
Son Goku's attacked by a metal storm.
Now I need the cartridge mod. What?
Goku and Rildo continue to fight, but Rildo reveals his secret power. Magneto style, he can manipulate all of the metal on the planet, allowing him to appear anywhere there is metal, among other things.
Yeah, it's really cool. He's kind of like, do you remember in Dragon Ball Z when they went inside Boo's mind?
Yes.
And he was kind of just blobbing around everywhere and like he could appear anywhere and shit like that?
Yeah.
It was that. Literally, he can melt into the floor, remake his body, and then just come back.
Love that.
It's
really do.
So crazy.
Pan, meanwhile, is trying to sneak out of the main tower, but the emergency removal system keeps spitting her back out.
Yeah.
However, with the help of another robot, she deactivates the system.
Now, this is a weird thing. Like, I love Pan in this scene because she's just trying to blow her way into the thing. Like, she's trying to blow her way into the lab. And, you know, as Saiyans do. And she just keeps getting kicked out. Like, the tower can do the same liquidy metal morph thing that just spits her out of the tower. And she gets to Giru, and she's like, I'm going to kick your ass when I see you. And Giru's like, beep. And it just spits her out. And she goes back in, and Giru's just like, beep. And spits her back out. He does it like 3 times. It was just so fucking funny.
That's coming up here. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Before she can destroy Giru, he reactivates the system, spitting her back out. Luckily, the Dragon Balls get spit out with her.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. And that's kind of where we get the first inkling of, is Giru really our enemy here? Because Giru did that on purpose. You know, like he knew that Pan was coming to him to get Trunks and the Dragon Balls. So Giru controls that. He completely controls what gets spit out. So I think that was a really cool little like, oh, okay.
Certainly. I think it's good to like repeat certain beats from earlier in your series without, making them wholly the same.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And I really like that a lot. And it made me happy because I was like, no, not my tiny boy. I don't want him to be a dastardly villain, and he's not. So,
General Rildo tells Goku to give up because as long as there is metal on the planet's surface, he cannot be destroyed.
Yo, his fucking look, like the pure metal General Rildo, fucking awesome looking. He looks like what is it? The T-1000 is the goopy one?
The goopy one is the T-200, I believe. Or whatever the one is for the second movie. Hold on.
I don't remember what that was.
Terminator 2. It's a Terminator 2 reference, guys. 1 second.
We're talking about mutant machines. Like, where was it not going to happen?
Hold on, guys. We got to reference a movie from 1991 real fast.
Hey, it was topical. It was relevant at that time.
All right. The T-1000. But Arnold Schwarzenegger is the I don't remember. Terminator. Now we just have to make a Terminator reference. We're making a 1984 movie reference.
Oh yeah, that's a little much now.
That's the Terminator. It doesn't really say. Okay, never mind.
It's just the Terminator?
Huh?
It's just the Terminator?
It's just the Terminator. Who cares? Someone please DM us on Twitter and let us know which one the Terminator is.
Puma's gonna make us do a Terminator episode.
Yeah. Certainly. I hope there's a Terminator anime we can watch.
Oh my god. It's this saga of Dragon Ball Z.
Leading us to episode 21. A secret revealed. Once again, Colton, I think we've got a Joe Pesci intro for episode 21. Because we've got some more colloquial and 2 exclamation points question mark.
Oh my god, I love it. I love it. This is my favorite.
In the alternate dub, what's going on? Son Goku is turned to metal.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad they got Oolong to do the title card for this.
Really, truly, madly, deeply, you were correct. Oh my god. Goku and Rildo continue their fight because we are in a goddamn Dragon Ball series and the fights last multiple episodes.
Oh, yes, they do.
Pan shows up to tell Goku that she has found the Dragon Balls. Rildo catches them off guard, and she, just like Trunks, freezes them both into metal. They are transferred into Dr. Mu's lab, where he prepares to dissect them.
Similar to instant transmission. But no, it's just everything else morphs into the walls on this planet. Why would you not expect that to work?
Right.
Whatever.
However, we're back on the would be a double cross, so this is a triple cross. Giru shows up and frees both Goku and Pan with a special beam.
Now, I have a question. I have a technical question here.
Sure.
Would a reverse double cross just cancel itself out?
That would be a quadruple cross.
It would be a quadruple cross, so would it just be a cross?
We'd be back on the same side you started.
Would it just be a cross then? Because it's not double cross. It's just you never left that side.
No, it's just so many more crosses. It's just like
there's got to be something for that, you know. And this is what made me happy. I love when Giru freed them. Then Giru being a little shit about it. I think. Oh no, we're not up there yet. Not up there yet. So nope. I caught myself this time.
Before he can free Trunks, another robot grabs the block, and
oh yeah,
in the scuffle, it breaks.
This was really funny. This robot was like throwing it around, like they're like tossing it around the room, and one of the robots throws it to the other one, and the other one that was supposed to catch it goes, I got it, slips through his hands, I don't got it.
Classic 90s. While Goku and Pan mourn his death, Trunks appears on the nearby staircase. He and Giru reveal that everything that has happened on this planet so far has been planned by both Giru and him.
I love Dr. Mew in this scene because he's just like, what the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
He's like he's breaking down in the corner. He's like, how the fuck did this happen? This is one of my robots. How did this what? How? What is happening? It's so
The metal
funny.
Trunks that was destroyed was a fake. Trunks opens a secret door in the lab despite Dr. Mew's protests. The reason for their entire plan is inside.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and when we get inside, is it a fucking time. This is also when we learn that Trunks and Giru had been doing this from the very beginning. They knew what was happening right towards the beginning. Giru got when they found Giru in the desert, Giru had akin to robot amnesia, basically. And he just was kind of, a homie and just kind of trying to survive. And then once they got closer to the planet that Giru came from, his amnesia kind of fixed itself and his original programming kicked back in, but he kind of overrid it himself and just kind of was like, hey, Trunks, I'm just going to do this. I'm going to make them think I'm on their side, and we're just going to fuck with them and get the Dragon Balls and get out. What do you say? And,
in and out. 20 minutes adventure.
Literally 20 minutes adventure. We're going to go in, kill Dr. Mew, kill this thing, get out. Let's go. So I think that was really, really cool. And Giru had just been playing the field this whole time. And I think that's so awesome. And Giru just takes that triumphant stance with his hands on his hip. It's like, ha ha ha. And I'm like, yes. I love him. I love him so much.
Yeah, that's why I said at the beginning, he's my boy. Like, even if he doesn't do a betrayal.
Yeah,
he did do a big betrayal.
He never did a betrayal. He had always been a homeboy. And that is what I love.
Right. But, it's a tough sell to people that had that emotional response already.
Yeah.
That leads us up to episode 22. And Colton, as respectfully as I might be able to say, let's go.
Let's go.
Episode 22, The Baby Secret. Or in the alternate dub, A Violent Ambition. The evil life form baby is born.
Oh my god. I love this episode. This is where, like, pretty much the whole time they're doing like, oh, funny Dragon Ball adventures and
Funny Dragon Balls.
Yeah, funny Dragon Ball adventures. And then this episode happens and it's just like, oh, no more funny Dragon Ball adventures.
No, not anymore.
Yeah, so this is where shit takes a turn, and it is a sharp, immediate turn of tone for the series.
Yeah, absolutely. Dr. Mew's special creation is an evil robot named Baby.
Yeah.
Trunks. Yeah, that's right, Baby. Trunks has deactivated Baby's life support. While Dr. Mew tries to revive his creation, Trunks explains that when he was transmitted to the tower as a metal block, Giru freed him and then created a replica that he transferred to Dr. Mew's lab. Meanwhile, the evil scientist had revived Baby, and the robot bursts out of his container.
Yeah, he does. And that's a scary fucking thing. Like, so basically Trunks tries to stop this thing at the source, and Dr. Mew's kind of like weirdly obsessed with this thing. Like it feels like he feels like Baby's his own child, and he is kind of pretty much is, but he's being like, I don't want to say a crazy sentimental about it, because he's Dr. Mew, he's like king of the robot mutants, so. But he's like freaking out. He's like, how could they do this to you? This is my baby. And he's just like, he's trying desperately to make the baby survive. And he's routing all the power he can. And then all of a sudden, Baby's heartbeat stops. And he's just like, oh my God, no. And he's like freaking out. He's like, oh, my life's work coming to crumble immediately. How do I do this? Like, what do I do? And then all of a sudden, Baby's eyes crash open. Like, yeah. And like, you know how the robot mutants have that weird, like, the iris in the eye where it's just like a crosshair and then it's the pupil?
Right.
Like, oh God. And it's just so wide and so huge. And I'm like, oh no. And then all of a sudden, as his eyes crash open, the tube that he's in crashes apart, and he's just emitting energy, and Goku, Trunks, and Pan are like, oh my God, what is this? And Giru's like, we need to get the fuck out of here. Like, I can't express to you enough how much we need to leave. So when Baby bursts out of his container, all three of these heroes present just turn into Danny DeVito with both the guns. And anyway, I just started blasting. Yeah, they just like, nope, we're not letting this. They did the smart thing for once, and they're like, we're not letting this thing get a foothold at all. Like, even Goku beforehand, when Baby was quote unquote dead, Goku was like, oh man, I wish I could have fought him a little bit. And Trunks was like, Goku, shut the fuck up. And then once Baby came out, Goku's like, oh, we need to put this thing down now.
Now, this moment.
Like, we need to put this down now. So they did, and all is well, whatever, save the day, and then
yes, and then on the ship, Baby bursts out. Goku, Trunks, and Pan immediately blast him, and when the smoke clears, Baby is gone. Dr. Mew runs to his spaceship and takes off. On the ship, Baby bursts out of Dr. Mew, revealing that he had used the scientist to create him. He crushes Dr. Mew's head, revealing the 1-star Dragon Ball inside.
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. It is so crazy. What a twist. Fucking Baby is Invasion of the Body Snatchers and Kid Buu at the same time. It's so dangerous.
Can I make a maybe controversial opinion?
Of course.
On like a pure design standpoint, Baby might be one of my favorite villains in Dragon Ball.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
He's really cool looking.
He is very cool looking, and his voice matches him so well. He's got this like gremlin-y voice, but he's also very like conniving and intelligent, and it's just so crazy to think about like how dangerous Baby would have been had he been left to mature. You know what I mean? Like,
absolutely.
Oh my god, and the shit we learn about Baby later on in the series is so cool because the machine mutants, as you probably can already guess, were not always machine mutants.
No.
They were they were a different race of people, and we find out who that race of people is, and it's so cool. Holy shit. And Baby has the ability to seamlessly integrate with anybody.
No.
Oh my god. And he just needs one opening. He needs a small wound you can get. If you have a small wound, Baby can integrate with you. And it's just like, oh my god. And he just takes your
Baby
body
could be
completely.
integrating with me right now, honestly.
Oh yeah, honestly. You know what? Take the wheel. I'm not doing anything with his body. So like,
yeah, take it over.
absolutely.
All right, shall we move on, my friend?
Please, I am invested.
All right. Episode 23, Hidden Danger, in the English dub, and in the alternate dub, A Hidden Crisis?
Oh, it's a crisis, all right.
A space-wrecked ship and a mysterious boy.
Oh, yeah, I like this episode. This was very, oh my god, this reminded me of a movie.
Star Wars.
Is it Star Wars? It's like the ship's getting pulled into the sun, and they gotta like get this. They gotta get the Soul Survivor off before they all get killed.
No, probably not.
I think there was like a Futurama. There might have been a Futurama episode like this. I don't know. This is very clearly a reference to another piece of media, and I totally forgot the reference.
You love your Futurama, bro.
Yeah.
Okay. Giru restores their ship and they take off. Rildo grabs their ship, but the trio fire a Kamehameha wave at him and finish him off.
Oh, I like this scene. We forgot to mention something about Baby is that with Dr. Mew, once Baby was born, he was going to discard all of the mutants. Would completely discard every single machine mutant on the planet, and that's why Giru was so adamant that they destroy Baby, because he wanted to save his people. So he's like, we need to save all the robots, man. Like, what are we doing? So
you discard all robots from Hand, Deck, and Grave?
Absolutely. Just Ash Baby. It's just like, it's so messed up to think about that. And then when Rildo grabs onto the ship as it's leaving, Rildo's like, you're not leaving this planet alive. And Trunks is like, wake up. You know, we already know what's happening here. You know what's happening here. Dr. Mew is going to discard you. He doesn't care about you. Go save yourself. Go live a life. You know, go be whatever you want to be. And like, I was like, oh my God. And Rildo's like, no, that's not true. I can't understand. And Trunks like, he's lost it. So we're
done here. Like,
they blast him, and that's it. I'm just like, oh my God, it's so sad. It's so sad. I kind of love General Rildo.
Yeah, it's like, how far are you willing to go? I mean, he's a general. He's a soldier. They follow orders. And they follow chain of command, and they have great respect for that sort of thing. They
find out that like the whole reason of the militarization of Planet M2, which is what they were on, is because it was kind of a practice run for when Dr. Mew creates more babies. And like, he just practiced controlling a military. And we find out something about Baby and his ability that can make quite an army of people. So
His ability.
Oh, yeah. So it was a practice run so that he could take over the galaxy. And I'm just like, oh, my God. It's so sad that these people were used from the very beginning.
Colton, do you know what it's like to find something that you're really looking for in like a very dumb place?
Yep. Did I tell you that I lost my glasses the other day and I was fucking wearing them?
How did you do that?
Because I'm so used, because the frames that I have are much bigger than the ones that I usually have, so I don't really see the rims of my frames very much.
Amazing.
Like I'm not conscious
Already
of it.
amazing.
So I'm like, where the fuck are my glasses? Where are my glasses? And then I looked in the mirror and I'm like, I just, you know what? I'm going to bed. I'm going back to bed. I'm waking back up and I'm starting the day over.
Amazing. Well, the trio located Dragon Ball that is on a nearby abandoned ship.
Yeah, they do.
The four of them board the ship and find the one-star ball. Pan sees something move and decides to check it out. Giru informs the party that they only have two minutes until the ship crashes into the star that it is orbiting. Pan finds a heavily injured, barely alive young boy and brings them back to their ship.
Oh, man. Oh, God, this scene was so crazy. I love this.
Giru sends out a distress signal, and a nearby planet responds. They land, take the boy to the hospital, and Goku is highly nervous and uncomfortable due to his severe trypanophobia, which is, of course, the fear of needles.
Oh, my God. Yeah, that was kind of funny. I like that. It was cute, but, like, the whole thing with this episode is that Trunks is kind of very, very suspicious immediately of this, and Trunks is like, "Wow, have you guys noticed that it has never been this easy to find a Dragon Ball?" And they're like, "Yeah, I guess we did notice that," but they obviously don't have time to think about that while they're doing this. So, like, they're like, we gotta go. Like, we gotta get out of here, and we gotta take this boy, and we gotta get off the planet. When you remember which ball fell out of Dr. Mew, Nicole, can I help you?
Nicole, what are you doing?
I'm trying to explain this episode, and Nicole is doing the fucking Macarena at the end of the studio. Like, why? A signal for what? Dinner's ready. How was I supposed to suss out dinner is ready from the Macarena?
All right.
I quit. Oh my God. Anyway.
So we're up to episode 24. Do you want to just? We said we were going to get up to 25, but do you want to just call it tonight so you can eat dinner?
Let me just explain the rest of this episode because it's very interesting and I kind of like. I know what it is. Dead Space. Dead Space is where I was getting the reference from, but clearly Dead Space took it from this because this came way before Dead Space. So this was very Dead Space, and it was like. The one star Dragon Ball is the one that fell out of Dr. Mew's head. So Trunks is kind of analyzing this ship. Trunks didn't see the ship Dr. Mew left on. So what happened was they get to the ship and it's like, wow, it looks really beat up. Maybe it ran into an asteroid field or something. And Trunks is like, no, whatever did that from the inside.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like, oh no. So they get on the ship. And they find these like protective droids that they take care of. And then he's like, no, these droids don't have the power to do what has been done to this ship. So we have to figure out what this is. And then Giru's like, no, the fuck we do not. We have 2 minutes. We need to get the Dragon Ball and leave. So I was like, okay. Yeah, so Giru being the voice of reason here. Pan goes and tries to find the lone survivor because she's like, my conscience won't let that happen. Like it won't let me leave knowing that there's someone here about to die. So, and I'm like, okay, yeah, I get that. But, gravity wells and all that.
Right, yeah.
Not exactly
General
something
astrophysics.
yeah, nothing you can really fuck with there. So, and you can't even go on a hunch like that. So they find this boy and they carry him off the ship. But he had the 1-star Dragon Ball on the ship. Remember what fell out of Dr. Mew's head?
The 1-star Dragon Ball.
Yeah. And what we know about Baby is that he can take over bodies.
Right.
So that's what we kind of get there is just, they literally rescued Baby from that ship.
Mm.
And it's just so fucking crazy. If they had just let the ship go without pursuing that boy, the Baby Saga might not have happened.
Wild. Yeah. And Toriyama loves to have those little moments. So
Yeah.
Disaster could have hypothetically been avoided.
Could have hypothetically been avoided if it wasn't for the altruistic nature of our protagonists, which I think is so cool that no matter how much you try to help, sometimes that's not the right call.
Sometimes you just end up hurting anyway.
Yeah, which is crazy to think about. And now we get to the next episode.
Oh, do you want to do that or do you want to eat?
Yeah, let's do one more episode and then I'll go eat.
All right, 24, Discovering the Truth. And as Sir Mix-a-Lot once said, Sir Mix-a-Lot in Star Wars once said, Baby strikes back.
Oh, yeah, he does.
In the alternate dub, Baby strikes back, target the Saiyan. With this one having an OAD of September 4th, 1996, and an English air date of January 2nd, 2004. In the previous episode, while the boy is in the emergency room, he wakes up and blasts away the door. So, leading us into episode 24, thinking the explosion was an accident, Goku rescues the boy from the burning room. Alone in his new room, the boy is revealed to be possessed by Baby. Baby then possesses a doctor and gets Trunks alone. He attacks Trunks, but Goku and Pan arrive in time to save him. They sensed Baby's energy on the planet, and they knew that he would be after them, so they've been on their guard the entire time.
Yeah, that's a really cool plot, because Baby's kind of learning about how these guys work as well. And Baby's under the perception that Saiyans are just these battle-crazed lunatics. And he's like, oh, no, fuck, they're actually smart. That's not good. So, yeah, and it's really,
Whatever
really cool.
will we do about that?
Oh, yeah. And also, I'd also like to point out that this hospital that they're at is so crazy because they treat every species in the galaxy. How intelligent do you have to be to know the anatomy of like 1,000 different creatures?
Right.
Like
that's extra med school right there.
That's so fucking nuts. Anyway, so Baby hops from people to people. It gets this doctor, gets to the doctor, and they get Trunks alone. And then when the doctor is like, "Oh yeah, no, because I want your body," Baby's like, "I want your body to go into." And, in a like a very mechanical, like, I'm going to use your power to kill all your friends kind of way, not in a let me take you out to dinner and we have a nice night kind of way.
Right, yeah, sure. It's something about the phrasing, like.
Yeah, well, that's what he says. So, like.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, so he just he's like, yeah, Trunks is like, okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Totally fine. Baby's like, what? And then Goku blasts the doctor, and he's like, you should have picked a different person to take over, because I'm naturally on guard against doctors all the time.
Right. Hilarious.
And Trunks is like, yeah, no, we knew you were here. Like, we were just kind of waiting for you to show yourself, which is why we all, like, intentionally split up.
Yep.
So, and he's like, what the fuck? So it's just
always ready. The DBZ squad, always ready.
Oh, yeah. So they have this scuffle, and, I can't make the joke right now. God damn it. All right. So we'll do that. We'll do that in a later episode. But I had a great joke. Please remind me of the word scuffle later if I forget.
You got it.
So, yeah.
They attempt to destroy Baby, but he catches Trunks off guard and possesses him.
Yeah.
Baby, in parentheses, as Trunks.
They did it again? Are you fucking kidding me?
Not really, but like I manufactured the moment.
Oh, okay. I thought they did it again. I was like, they have to stop. Who's ever writing these wikis needs to be stopped.
They attempt to destroy Baby, but he catches Trunks off guard and possesses him. As Trunks, he is about to blast Goku at point blank range when Trunks takes control and redirects the blast. Because Baby is in a weak state, Trunks is able to force him from his body. Baby escapes and possesses a random woman on the street. Not knowing which of the thousands of people Baby is in, the three take off in their ship.
Yeah, that's so crazy. They're like about to get on a plane, like a galaxy. I'm gonna say galaxy plane because it's really
a galaxy plane. Love that.
Yeah, it's like an interstellar flight. And he just possesses one rando in the crowd, and they're like, what do we do? Like, we can't sense his energy. We saw the energy spike for a little bit, but we can't track it. So they just have to let him go.
Awful. Right, yeah, like that's gotta feel so bad as like the hero of this story.
Not only that, but an enemy as dangerous as Baby, they have to just release into the galaxy. Like, and they're like, you know what, he's gonna come after us eventually, you know, so we kind of just have to be on guard and wait for him. And what they find out is that that's not necessarily true. So
and we'll figure that out during our next GT evening.
Oh man, I'm very much in love with this series again. I think it's so cool. And the way that the fights are done from here on out are just so good. The dialogue is so good. This is like the juiciest 90s DBZ content you can find. This was aimed at the adults who watched Dragon Ball Z, who grew up on Dragon Ball. So this was aimed at, I don't want to say like millennials' parents. You know, this was almost aimed at millennials' parents because this was like, it was just so good. The adults who watched, the kids who watched Dragon Ball back in the early 80s are now adults at this time, and then this is for them. So this is a show made for adults in the 90s. So it's just like it's peak anime content. Like this is so good.
Generational anime content.
Good, and I love it so much. And now I remember why I was so ardently against them decanonizing GT. I just think that they should make it an alternate reality. You know, which I think would be cool, which they could dip into in Super, which would be so fucking cool. Anyway, you know what I mean?
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is. The Colton Murray SFC.
SFC, but it was very intense, so it was a little different.
Extremely intense. There was grit in that voice. Determination.
Oh yeah. I'm getting chills thinking about it. I'm getting chills thinking about how Vegito Blue and Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta could go toe to toe in canon. Yes, in canon. Thank you very much. Anyway, before I go too far off the rails, I guess we should do our promotes.
Probably.
Yeah, let's do it.
Well, Colton, I have a funny story to tell. I had someone hit me up and they're like, "Are you open for commissions?" on my Instagram. And I said, "Yes, I am." And I went through my whole spiel, how I do physical art, so I'm more than willing to ship my art to you. How I also am willing to give you a scan through email if you want a digital copy of your art, and how I'll normally price my art out after I determine the customer's base satisfaction. So, you know, I understand that I'll also accept payments via PayPal and Venmo, and I just went on my whole spiel for this guy, and off the phrase, "Are you open for commissions?" And I just dropped off with the last part, which is always what I like to say, which is, "What are you looking for? Like, what can I do? What can I draw for you? Like, what can I, what kind of piece can I do for you?" And then he linked his own book that he wanted me to buy, and then just said later, as in he was going to tell me what commission he wanted later. So I'm not trying to clown on him, just in case he, is gonna continue to pay me.
What?
But it was a little odd. I'm not gonna lie. So
What the fuck?
if you actually have an idea for a commission, you can hit me up at ZFormArts on Instagram. That's at ZEEFORM Arts. Yeah. So I'm also gonna plug this guy, just because I think it's funny that he just decided that he was going to commission me.
This is probably the most bizarre marketing strategy I've ever seen in my whole fucking life. How many artists do you think he's done this to?
I don't know. I have no idea, but you can on Amazon buy the author is named Aaron Alberto, and the book is Calling All Cryptics. CRYPTICS. You can get it in paperback for $12. So he just said, check out and buy my 5th and final book, Calling All Cryptics, a medieval tale with an unorthodox hero making amends with his solitude and search for the missing child of a king with the help of a raging knightsman and a love interest from the workplace.
I just need to see the reviews.
Right?
I need to see the reviews. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
And so I just responded, so you don't want a commission?
It's got no reviews. This is a marketing strategy.
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Like, okay, like, so if you actually have an idea, especially if it's Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, hit me up. Please DM me. My DMs are open, and I won't do like NSFW art, but or a furry art just because I'm bad at it. But yeah, come and find me. Come and let me draw something for you.
Holy shit! Like what? I'm just like looking at this book right now, and I'm like, it's self-published 9 days ago.
Yeah. So.
That's a marketing strategy. What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here, Alberto.
Really
Vela,
dumb,
get
really
your
upsetting.
shit together.
Really dumb, really upsetting. Not gonna lie.
Get your shit together, Alberto. Like, just fucking good lord. Wow.
Anyway, Colton. Also you can find me on Twitch at Uneasy. That's UNEASZEE.
Oh, dude, can we collab stream at some point?
I'd love to, as soon as somebody comes over here and shows me how to stream from my PC.
I got you.
Yeah.
Speaking of streams, you can find me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/CEasySpecial. I don't know if anything's happening tonight. Nicole might be streaming tonight, as it is Friday night, but or in every other Friday night, I should say. And then you can catch me on Wednesdays, you can catch me on Sundays, and you can catch me on Fridays. Stream schedule is always updated on my actual Twitch channel. You can join the Discord for more updates, and you can come and hang out with us. We did, you know what we did this past Sunday, Z? I think you really like it. We should do it next Sunday. We did, because it was tax day. No, we did it on Monday. Because it was tax day, we played Dueling Book instead of Master Duel because we're all poor.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah, it was really fun. And we had, shout outs, by the way. Shout out to Fisherman Gary. Fisherman Gary, friend of the podcast, absolute homie, came through for Dueling Book, and I'm so glad that he finally got to participate in our merriment. It was a lot of fun. I was very upset that he didn't play a fish deck, but that's totally fine.
What can you do?
Absolutely. So shout out to Sarge, and shout out to Sarge, shout out to Fisherman Gary for coming through. I love you both. So thank you guys so much. Wow, this was fun. Oh, it's good to be back in the pilot's seat. I'm very happy. Yeah, I'm good. I'm very, very happy about this. Sorry for the hiatus. It was a lot of personal stuff. But yeah, no, we're okay now. We're trucking along, and I mean, we should be good.
We should be.
Yeah, barring any unforeseen circumstances. So
what circumstances are foreseen? You know?
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
The way I see it.
Well, everybody, it's been a gas. Thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful night.
Bye.
Bye-bye.